Okay, it's now 6:30 and we should begin. And one more participant is trying to log in, but that should be fine. So again, good evening to everybody. I'm very happy to see you all in our first video conference meeting in a computer-assisted language learning course. This is a very special time where all schools in Vietnam, I think, in Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, sorry. All schools in Ho Chi Minh City are closed because of the coronavirus epidemic. But on the other hand, it's also the opportunity for us to see how technology can step in and solve the problems when we cannot go to the physical campus. So before we begin, there's a few housekeeping things that I want you to be familiar with. Now, if you have webcams and okay, your internet connection is okay, please enable your webcam so that we can see each other face to face. This is the first time we met, and I love to see my students face to face. We have only 12 people in the classroom, so it should be pretty easy. Um, yeah, so hello, Fu. Good to know you. We are not going to use Zoom. I have already explained because the free version of Zoom is not my favorite. So for all the meeting, we are going to use this link. Okay. Now, so you can, when you want to talk to me, you can open your microphone and also make sure that you are in a quiet place because if not, sometimes background noise can come into the room, right? Um, if you, for example, if you don't want me to hear your dogs barking, you should okay disable the microphone. Okay. Um, so um, there are a few things we need to set up first. Now, I have created. Now we are not going to have any lecture today. Okay, we just get things set up for the online course, activate our learning accounts in the systems, and start okay looking at the assessment plans for the course. So very much this is the orientation uh, meeting. Now, could you please go to this website, please? It's englishonline.com.vn. Okay, so let me put the link there. And well, let me sign out so that I can show you from the beginning. Okay, this is the course. Okay, this is our course. Yeah, so please go to this site, englishonline.com.vn, and then click on create new account. So let me do it. Click on new account. Yeah. So you see, it's best to have two laptops. Okay, one for the video conferencing system, and the other is for okay, the hands-on activities. But if you do not have it, you can minimize the okay, or you can switch to the other tab and try to follow my instruction. So let me say this again, please. Okay, open a new account in the englishonline.com.vn. website. Okay. I want you to create an account here. So put in your username, password, your email address, and make sure that you put in the email address you use frequently because we are going to use this email for most of the communications in the classroom. So the system will send you a lot of notifications, news updates, and the announcements. Make sure that they see the email that you use frequently. And then you need to log into your email and click on the activate link. When you have finished creating the account, please go back to the meeting room and let me know in the chat window. Okay. So we have seen the first student. Okay, Hải Chiêu. Okay, let me check. See if I can find your account. Okay, got you. So I seen Trần Nguyễn Hải Chiêu, um, Chiêu 13091997 Good. I'm still waiting for the other people. Okay, I have seen one more student is Thanh Tuyền. Okay, Thanh Tuyền dot work at Gmail and Thủy Tiên Thị Phạm at Gmail. Okay. Yeah, good. Tuyền. I have seen you in the system. Still waiting for the other 10 students. Okay. And Trần Mỹ, Đỗ Thị Mỹ Huyền, right? I have just seen you in the system too. Okay, good. So now we have Phạm Ngọc Yến Vi, right? Đỗ Thị Mỹ Huyền, Nguyễn Tuyên, Nguyễn Trần Nguyễn Hải Triều. Okay. Yeah, just try to get things done, and I will okay show you how to update your accounts and get your names right and in V. Okay, yeah, I have seen your name in okay the online panel. So this is the website that we will meet for all of the classroom meetings. Okay, from now until the end of the course, we will just okay, meet in englishonline.com.vn, and you will see all the learning materials and resources I have created there, and we will collaborate with each other on this platform. Oh, Nhi Kwok, I have seen you. Quyên Anh, okay, let me see. I haven't seen your name yet. I don't see you online, Quyên Anh. If you log into the site successfully, you need to okay, log in with the account that you have just created. Okay, I seen you. Okay, Trần Nguyễn Quyên Anh. Good. So we see 8 people already, 7 people. I'm still waiting for the others. Okay, Võ Thị Mỹ Thanh, let me check. Did you log in, Thanh? I don't see your name on the online panel now. Really? Okay. Let me refresh the browser. Okay, yeah, I seen you, Mỹ Thanh Võ 29 at gmail.com. So we have 1, 4, 6, 8. Okay, 8 students have already successfully created accounts in this online system. Wow. Um, so okay, we need to be patient in the first meeting because if other participants miss this part, they will not be able to be with us. Okay, for all of the other activities in the classroom. So if you have finished, please be patient. We'll move on very shortly. Okay, now everybody, okay, let me check again. Have you created your account successfully? Choose yes if you have done so. Okay, yeah, please confirm. If you have created your account successfully, please choose yes in the poll. So hãy chiều. How about the other people? Okay. So now in order to ensure the audio quality of the room, I will mute your microphone to make sure that things like cái ốc gà nướng hột vịt lộn okay, will not get into the room. Now, everybody, I know it is comfortable to okay, study at home. Okay, some of you might be, watching TV while doing this course. Some of you might be having dinner. But if you do not follow this step, you will never be able to do all the other activities. Okay, let me say this clearly. Our course is very much hands-on, very, little time for lecture. Most of the time, I will ask you to do hands-on activities, and if you are not at your computer, you will not be able to catch up with the other people. Okay, so I see 13 participants in the classroom now, and so far it's look like only 7 or 8 people are interacting with me. If you cannot catch up in this first meeting, you will have a lot of troubles in the next meeting. So please concentrate. And because this is a technology course, so okay, it can be frustrating, okay, for some of you, okay, doing this thing, but okay, it helps you learn. Okay. Okay, can we move on now? Lê Hải Đăng, no activation email sent in your mailbox. I think okay. Okay, let's wait, okay, 1 or 2 minutes more, okay, for people to activate their account. Let me see, okay, if I can have anything. So right now I'm in the channel. Okay, I see Lê Đăng. Oh, I see. There are 6 or 7 people. Lê Đăng. Okay, I have already confirmed you. And Kim Ngân, Ngân Kim, I have already confirmed you too in the system. And Nguyễn Lê, I confirm. And my Phước at Gmail, I have already confirmed you too. So, okay. Im Sutida from Thailand. Wow. Do we have an international students in the room? Oh, I see. So it's not be quack Hoài Nhi. Wow. Okay, such a pleasure. And lastly, okay, Phan Thanh Phú. So I have manually, activated all of your accounts that are waiting for confirmation in the system. Please log into the system now and double check. Um, so the reason some of you do not get the emails is okay. The email may go into your spam folder, or it go into the promotions, or maybe cái Tôn Đức Thắng University cái server is trying to stop cái our website from sending the emails. Yes, I understand. And it's the problem that we meet all the time. If you do not have good internet connection, it will be very hard. But that's okay. And I'm also record the meeting, so if you miss some parts, I hope that you can follow um, us when reviewing the recording. Let me see if I can yeah, record our meeting now. Okay, yeah. Okay, now the next thing I want you to do is to search for our course. So please go back to englishonline.com.vn. Yeah, log in with your account. Yeah, it looks like this now, right? Now, I want you to go to your profile. So please look at the top right corner and click on the drop down list. You see, I'm trying to demonstrate on my screen. And then click here on profile. Now, please do it now. So the first thing I need you to do is to update your profile, your name, your avatar, your contact, so that we are surely in touch for all of the meetings. So click on profile and then scroll down and click on edit profile. Okay, let me say this again. Okay, from the top right corner on the screen, click on your name and then scroll down and click on edit profile. Okay, so click on edit profile, and then I want you to change your first name, your surname, so that okay, they appear in the Vietnamese order. Okay. Now for the first name, for example, if my name is Nguyễn Ngọc Vũ, then I should put it Nguyễn Ngọc and surname Vũ, and it will show my full name in Vietnamese order. I need your names in Vietnamese order so that um, I can make sure that you are the one in the participant list that I get from the registry office. Okay. So make sure that your name, okay, is in the Vietnamese order. It will help me a lot. And then in the description, you can say okay, one or two things about you, maybe okay, your hobbies and okay, okay, hello to the whole class. And lastly, you need to put in the profile avatar, okay, by upload a photo to the user picture. So when everything is ready, you should have okay, your full name in Vietnamese order and okay, your avatar next to the name. So let me see how you are going. If I go to TESOL and good, very good. So I have seen the profile avatars of Trần Nguyễn Quyên Anh, Võ Thị Mỹ Thanh, Nguyễn Thanh Tuyền, and Quách Thảo Nhi, Đỗ Thị Mỹ Huyền, Trần Nguyễn Hải Triều, and Nguyễn Thị Phương Thảo. Now Thảo, I need you to train the names into Vietnamese order and put an avatar to your name. Let me show you again. Yeah, from the top right corner, click on profile and then scroll down and click on edit profile, and then first name like this, Nguyễn Ngọc, surname Vũ, right? And then you can say a few things about you, like this is my introduction, and I also put a YouTube video of me with the flute, okay, just to introduce myself, right? And then okay, drop a photos. It must be your photo, okay. Don't put trees, animals, or other people in your place. Okay, now please go to our main course. There are two ways you can do it. Okay, the easy way is to click on the link that I have just put into the chat window. Or you can search for it. Okay, the better way, because you need to use this. Okay, very often need to search. Go to the search box. You can see it on my screen now. Go to the search and search for this keyword. Tôn Đức Thắng University TDTU 2020. Okay, TDTU 2020, and then search. You should see con TESOL TDTU 2020 that I have created here. Then click to enter this course. Let me see if I have any. Oh, I need to enable self-enrollment. Okay, and then you can enroll yourself into the course. Okay, now let's do it. I'm waiting for to see the first students get into our course. And when you are in here, congratulations. We have made a big first step. So right now in the course, I have seen Mỹ Huyền, Quyên Anh, Hải Chiều, and Mỹ Thanh. Now, if you can see the screen that I show you now on okay, the screen of the conference, then congratulations. We are good to go. Um, yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you very much, Quyên Anh. Okay, look for TDTU 2020 and try to get into the course. I have seen 5 people here now, and good, 8 people now. Very good. So if you can see, okay, the course banner like this, and if you're already in the course, let's okay, do the very first activity. It's very simple. I just want to check your attendance for today's meeting. So please click on the link, meeting one. Okay, the 6th of March is today. Click there, and then there is a questions. Are you in a class when the instructor tracks attendance? Just select yes. So let me say this again. Okay, when you are inside the TDTU 2020 course, click on attendance track. Okay, click on our first attendance track, and then yeah, say yes to the question. I have seen Kim Ngân, you see, taking attendance. I'm waiting for the other people. Okay, let's see how things go. Oh, hey, Hải Chiêu, Kim Ngân. Now, how about the other people? Let me say this again. Okay, in the home page, yeah, please find this link. Yeah, this one, meeting one today, and then click on it. Say yes to the question. Well, hello, Wayne. I think it's will be difficult for you to catch up with us now. So you can, yeah, if you can follow us, that's perfect. That's okay. We are doing a lot of hands-on activities. If you can't, I think you need somebody else in the class to help later, or you can watch our recording. But it will be very difficult. So please don't come late for this video conference because it's not in the traditional classroom where you sit next to somebody and ask that person for help. Okay, and in this course, let me say this again, you have to do hands-on activity all the time. All the time is about hands-on activities. I will not lecture much. So if you do not attend a meeting for yourself, it will be very difficult for you to make sense of what is going on if you just jump into the classroom. And when we do video conference like this, it's already very convenient. You do not need to go to the campus. You just need to find a quiet place, turn on your computer, and yeah, everything is ready. Okay, so good luck, Wayne. I'm trying to show students how to get into the course and familiarize themselves with the first activities. Now, So let me check attendance. Good. Very good. Perfect. Now, Phan Thanh Phú. Okay. Your name is still not in the right Vietnamese order, but that's okay. Please, okay, change that. I have seen 10 people in the attendance checklist. Ngân Kim, Hải Triều, Quyên Anh, Yến Vi, Hải Đăng, Mỹ Thanh, Ngọc Yến, Quách Thảo Nhi, and Nguyễn Thanh Tuyền, Đỗ Thị Mỹ Huyền. Very good. So now let's go out to the main course. Now, so in the course, let me turn on the student mode. So this is, yeah, this make things easy for you. Okay, let me switch to the student view. So, this is what things look like on your computer now. Let me mute the microphone because somebody is okay opening. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you can only hear my microphone now. Now, so this is what you see on your front page, right? And I have already disabled all the other topics. Now, at the top of the screen, you see the course banner with my name. Uh, this is called the parking lot area. And at the end of this course, you are going to create an e-learning course exactly like this. I will talk more in details later. Right underneath the banner, you see the news forum. If you click on the forum, you see there are no posts here yet. This is where I post announcements. So you will not be able to post, but you can reply. Whenever I make a post here, the forum will send email notification for you. So that's why it's important for you to have a good email, a working email in the profile. Now, next, course Q&A. This is where you can post questions if you have any about the course contents, about the lectures, or about any topics that are related to the course here. And I will try to come in and answer as often as you can. But you are encouraged to support each other in this forum too. Lastly, you see the video conference room link. This is the link to our big blue button meeting room right now. So um, tomorrow, all you need to do is to log into this course and then click on the video conference room. Okay, this is now one stop. Okay, get into the course. Okay, come here and find a video conference room link, and then there you go. Now, everybody, I need to have check. Are you with me? Is everything okay? Please type into the chat window. I want to make sure that you are catching up with me. Fine. I have just talked about the parking lot area. Very good. Thank you for the confirmation. Good. Yeah. Sometimes we need to, interact. Okay. I need to make sure that you are still at the computer. Mm. Good. Thank you very much. Now, well, let me show you what I have here. Okay. You see, so I have another computer that shows what the class look like. Yeah, it's like this. And if you want to have a very good meeting, I encourage you to do the same. I mean, If you can have two laptops, okay, it's perfect for meeting in this setting. In one laptop, you can follow my demonstrations in the classroom, okay, and on the other laptop, you just need to open the big blue button screen, okay. So best thing to do is to have two screen, two laptops will be best. um, if you do not have two laptops, you can have an extended screen. I mean, okay, on one screen you follow my instruction for the hands-on activities. On the extended screen, you put the big blue button window there. Now, so let's go to topic one, course aim and objectives. Okay, let me zoom these things. So this course is designed to provide you with critical understanding of the use of technology, ICT, in language teaching. So to be sure, in the course, I will introduce a range of ICT tools, softwares, and artificial intelligence services. We will focus on free tools for easy access to all of you. Apart from the hands-on part with those two, from time to time we will talk about the theoretical issues underpinning the use of these tools. There will be opportunity to revise what you have learned about language teaching methodologies, like the learning theories, the language teaching methods, and also some education philosophy. We see how technology can support those teaching methods. Now, if you go down, you should see the course objectives. So yes, provide you with critical understanding of the theoretical issues, introduce a lot of electronic tools and resources, develop the ability to examine both the theory and the practical applications of ICT in education theories. And lastly, the course aim to provide you with the ability to use technology in your real life, in your classroom settings. Um, if you click on the teaching plan with the readings, I have the list of topics here. But these are the big sections, and for each of these sections, there are readings that I put into the reading list. Now, um, please do the readings at home, and if you want to find these books, please search them on the internet. They are quite easily accessible. Now, I have already sorted this book in the order of importance. Now, this is the most important part. How are you guys going to be evaluated? Because this is copy over from the previous course, so I need to update the deadline. Well, let me do it now. Okay, later because I'm in a student view. So how are you going to be evaluated? The first evaluation will be your online portfolios. So what is an online portfolio? It is it. When I click on your name at the end of course, so okay, it will be like this. Okay, I go to the class participations. Oh, I think I need to return to my normal row. Now I will click on where, yeah, participants, and then I click on your name like Đỗ Thị Mỹ Huyền. Okay, And then I click on complete report, and I see, okay, whatever you write in the forums. I see your activities like, yeah, you answer these questions, okay, at 7:13 p.m. You have seen this video conference room link. You have seen the course M activity. So I see all of your activity, and later on I will see your forum work. Okay, everything you do will be recorded in the system, and we use that, you know, record the log file of your activities, the report of your activities in the system to evaluate how active, how contributing, how good you are in the online participation. This is particularly important when we do this course online. Okay, 40%. So this is a big part. 40% go to your online portfolio. So what do I want? I want you to see all of the links, all of the reading materials. Hey, there will be a lot of them, but you know you have a lot of time in this course, okay, to cover. So you need to see all of these activities, submit your assignment, and to see. So these are all of the topics we are going to cover from now until the end of the course. Okay. So rule of thumb: the more you do online, the better the online portfolio will be. The richer your online portfolio will be. Second evaluation part, you need to write a report or a major essay, and these are the requirements. I will give you, okay, more details later, okay, when you are ready to write the major essay on the project report. And lastly, another very big part of the course is to develop an e-learning course like what I am doing now. Wow, wow, guys, you may say, wow, how can I do that? Now look at, okay, these courses that students from, okay, the previous, you see. So these are the courses that students from Tôn Đức Thắng University uh, created, okay, under the same under the same instruction mode. So because you are the second cohort, you learn from them. I expect you to do even better. Like this. Okay. So you need to build learning activities, quizzes, bring videos, create learning activities for the courses. What else? Yeah, I'm just trying to show you some. Okay, so that's it for the evaluation plan. So let me say this again: 40% for online portfolio, 20% for project report or major essay, and lastly, 40% for the learning course. Okay, now everybody, please go back to the chat window. Do you have any questions about the course outcomes, about the course outlines, about the evaluation plan? Do you want to change anything? Please let me know. So I'm waiting for your responses into the chat window. If you are okay with it, just say, I'm okay. Good to go. For the timeline of the evaluation, okay, let me update right now. Wait, I need to return to my normal row, I think. So our last meeting will be um, the 15th of March. It will be Sunday. Yeah. So this week, just this week and this week and next week. So after that, you have 1 week. I think I should give you 1 week to do the class activity. So the online portfolio should be done, okay, right after the end of the class. So it should be on the 16th of March, 2020. And then the e-learning course should be done, okay, 1 week after that. You have 1 week. Mm, okay, I think I can give you, okay, a little bit more time. 1 week can be too rush. Yeah. So the 29th of March. Oh, sorry. Should come here. And the 29th of March will be the due date for your major essay or project report. And then 1 week after that, the 29th, the 5th of April. 5th of April. Oh, no, just keep jumping. 2020, it will be the deadline for your project. It is okay, everybody? So when the course uh, finish, you have 2 weeks for writing essay and 1 week for the final report. So you see, I have just updated the timeline for the course evaluation plan. Any other questions? So is everything okay now? All right, thank you. So good to move on. So I see you guys on this screen and show you my screen, and on this screen I can see the chat. Yeah, that's how you know uh, I try to manage. Um, for the e-learning project, look, you will need to build an e-learning course to take 1 unit from the new Inspire textbook, because new Inspire is now used in a lot of language centers. So by building resources for new Inspire, I hope uh, you are doing something useful for the teaching too. So you need to, okay, get a unit, and I will assign you when the, okay, participant list is fixed. Okay, tomorrow on Sunday, I will assign you guys to the project. 8 of you will cover, sorry, 1 unit. And in the course, you need to have discussion forum, exercises, PowerPoint files for teaching in e-learning studios. You need to have embedded videos, reading materials, and you need to know how to decorate your course using the labels. Uh, if you want to take a look at some simple learning course, the links are there. But now, there is okay 1 more hours. Okay. Do you need 5 minutes break, everybody? Or you want to go straight to 8:30? Please let me know in the chat window if you need 5 minutes break. Okay, let's get back. Are you on with me now, everybody? Please say yes into the chat window so that I am sure that you are still there. Okay, good, good. Thank you. Now, in the next activity, we start to learn about XML's technology. Well, let me show you. Wow, okay, XML technology. What is XML? It is types of database that is stored um, by text file, and the XML files are the like the core materials in a lot of language applications, in a lot of softwares for language teaching. If you understand how to modify XML files, there will be a lot of things you can do. And also later on, if you want to build teaching resources, you also need to understand about the XML structure. If you go to your Windows system, so like I go to my computer and then I go to, let's say, my Windows and search for XML, you will see thousands of them. Okay, you see here. So it's searching now. So XMLs are used in virtually all of the big software system, and that's why you need to have just a little bit understanding. I don't mean that you are going to be a computer programmer or you are going to be an expert, but I want you guys to understand how things work. Okay, also that's enough. If you go to Google, okay, and search for XML. Wow. Yeah, can you see on the screen here? See, it's a very popular topic in technology. You see more than 1 billion results coming to the screen right now. So extensible markup language is the cornerstone for a lot of applications. And later on, if your university or your school build e-learning contents, yeah, they want you to develop e-learning contents, you need to understand what XML is like. Okay, so to get some experience with the XML file, I would like to invite you to go to this link and click on download ED quiz from OneDrive. So click on the link, click here, and then on my OneDrive folder. Okay, please go to this one, ED quiz. And then there are three versions: the teacher, the web server, and the web version and the server version. I want you to select the teacher version, ED quiz teacher, and click on download. Let me say this again. Click on this link, download ED quiz from OneDrive, and then go to my OneDrive folder, and then yeah, select ED quiz teacher and download. Well, if you cannot see my screen because the text is too tiny, you can make it full screen, but it's hard. That's why next time try to prepare two laptops. Okay, one is for showing my screen, and the other is for doing the hands-on activity. So I click on download, And then okay, when I open the quiz teachers, okay, you see, okay, this is in my download folder, and then I click extract here. Are you okay? Yeah. So extract the file and open the quiz folder. This is what you see. So we see the quiz teachers applications and two XML files that we are going to use very soon. And there is okay, user very very short user manual. Please click on it. All right, now I give you 5 minutes to look at this manual before we move on. So basically, this is a very brief introduction to EdQuiz for Teacher. This is the software application that I developed long ago, more than 10 years ago, when I was still working for the HSUE farm. Um, this application was then became became very popular in the teacher community because it is simple, it is easy to use, and until now I get okay contacts from many schools from time to time, okay, for supporting them in using this application. And ED quiz were also very successful. It helped me to win the okay, national prize in technology innovation. So this is a cool tool, I think. All right, so Thoại Nhi and Hải Đăng, okay, they have internet connection problem. Yeah, let's wait a few moments. Let me say this again. Yeah, from the course here, click on download e quiz from OneDrive, click, and then you land here. And then find e quiz. Okay, don't go to the other folder. I think is it because of your web browser, painful? Do you have okay, any other web browser that you can use? My experience is to have okay, several other web browsers. So if something doesn't work on this one, we have the other one. Okay, Chrome should work well. How about the other people? Okay, I need to check them to see. Okay. Can you open the quiz manual? Please say yes into the chat window if you can open the manual. Okay, yeah. So Nguyên, Yến Vi, and other people have successfully unzipped the file and read the user manual. Oh, sorry. This is the Vietnamese version. Okay, not the English version. It very short, but basically it show you the 3 steps to using these applications. Okay, so I will be very quick with this part. All I need you to do now is to unzip the file. So before we start using ED quiz, I want you to take a look at what it can do for you. And so please go to the search window into the Google and look for ED quiz plus my name because okay, it will return only things that are okay, associated okay, with our topic. So you see, it's quite long ago, but we have a lot of search results returns for this, and this is something that I am proud of. EDQuiz earned me a lot of prizes, and EDQuiz was developed from XML technologies. Okay, you can search là phần mềm trắc nghiệm EDQuiz. Yeah, and then you see many other tutorials. It's also got into the top 5 best multiple
Bạn là một
choice
giáo
software
viên đang đứng trước
applications
nhiệm vụ tạo đề thi nhưng lại quá
last
mất
year.
nhiều thời gian cho các khâu tạo đề, tổ chức thi, chấm điểm, xếp loại, đánh giá. Bạn lo lắng về việc không đủ nhân sự để tham gia coi thi, chấm thi hay tốn nhiều chi phí cho việc in ấn, lưu trữ đề. Doanh nghiệp của bạn đang có nhu cầu tổ chức thi
you can use EDQuiz for creating multiple choice tests. Now, if you go back to the folder now, to make things easier, please delete the Word document. So I just delete that and delete also the testbit.xml because basically it's a XML file that has 1,000 test items. I just want you to work with the 150 questions. So I delete it like this. So right now in the EDQuiz folder, I only have the applications and the data file. And this data file is an XML. If you open with Notepad, you see like this. Well, we'll come back to this later. Okay, don't touch on it now. Now, so when I click on EDQuiz teacher and wait for it to run, okay, you see, this is a portable tool. It means you don't need to install. Okay, just put it in thumb drive USB and hit run, and then this is what you get. Now we do not need to put in this login information. This is only necessary when you use the server version and you want to run computer tests for your school in the computer lab. For now, I just hit go and yes, and I see the 50 questions here. Now right down here you see the create test tool with no key, with key, only key, yeah, timer where you can show and hide, and the help panel, and then you can go next. Yeah, try to select one or two, and if you click on reviews, it allows you to review whether the test item is answered or not. So if this is used in the computer lab, it's also very powerful. But now, I just want to show you how to create a paper-based test from EDQuiz. So click on no key. You see, this big button here. I click on no key. Now there is a pop-up message says test data has been copied to your clipboard. Open WinWork and paste. And then look, you need to replace P in bracket with caret P and T in bracket with caret T. Okay, so I open WinWork and then I paste. Yeah, so when I paste, I get the raw data that look like a mess like this. Now I need to find replace. So go to replace right here, or you can hit Control H. Now, what do you replace? Okay, replace P in bracket with caret P. P in bracket with caret P. Replace all. Okay. And now you start to see the data becomes okay, more structured. Then T in bracket replace with caret T. Replace all. Look, I have successfully exported the 50 questions from here, from ED quiz to Winward, right? Now save it. Okay, let's say this is yeah, test one, no key. Okay, so this is okay, test one, no key. Now I go back to ED quiz, and this time I click on with key, and it will give you the same test with the answer key. So I click on with key. Okay, and now I open a new work page, and also paste. Yeah, again you get the raw data. Now we need to process the data by replace what? P in bracket with caret P. Okay, and T in bracket with caret T. Oh, now what happens? You see, let's compare the two versions. This is without key, and this is with key. You see, in the with key version, there is a cross on the correct answer choice. Um, I will give you more tutorial later. Okay. Um, for now, just try to follow me on the screen, and I give you time to practice. Okay, Nhi? Yeah. There are video tutorial that you can use later. And then okay, there is okay, my recording. Next time, make sure you have two laptops and you have two screens. Okay, it will make things easier for you. Next, I click on only key. So only key only give you the list of the key like 1A, 2A, 3B, 3C, 4A, yeah, things like that. So I click on only key. Boom. And now I open another work page and I click on paste. This is what I get, right? And I only need to replace P in bracket with caret P. And boom, it is it. So I get 1C, 2D, 3B. So this is the answer key. 1C, 2D, 3B. Okay, a lot of teachers like this tool because it allows them to okay, create multiple choice tests very easily. And I click, yeah, let me say this again. I say test, oh, sorry, test one with key. Yeah, test one with key. Lastly, you need to close everything. So I have successfully created test one with no key, okay, with key and only key. Now let's create another test version, because when you organize a multiple choice test in your class, you don't want students who sit near each other to see, okay, the same, okay, set of questions in the same order, right? We need to randomize the order of the questions and randomize the choices, right? So I click on ED quiz again, hit go, yes, and again repeat. Okay, on the step I click on no key, okay, and I open WinWord, paste, and then again I replace what, p in bracket with caret p, like this, t in bracket with caret t, like this, okay, and now I can click on save, and this time I say test 2, no key. Same thing for wiki. I click on wiki, okay, and then I paste like this, and then okay, caret p, yeah, p in bracket with caret p, and t in bracket with caret t, replace. Okay, and I save this now. Test 2 wiki. Now I want to give you about 5 or 7 minutes to practice. I want you to do the same, okay? This time, please use ED quiz to create several multiple choice tests, like what I have done here on my screen. You can see them, okay? And when you are done, please send me, okay, the file. Well, let me see if it is possible via the share notes. Um, no. Okay. Next time we try to be more slow. Uh, go more slowly. Now I have put into the chat window the link to my Padlet. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to try to create a multiple choice text like what I have just done with ED quiz, and then share your text, just one text onto this Padlet. Okay, just click your mouse anywhere and then put in your name. For example, my name is Nguyễn Ngọc Phổ. I put in my name here, and then I upload my test. Say test two wiki. Yeah. So this helped me to make sure that you know how to create a text with ED quiz. Okay, 5 minutes hands-on activities. I want you to create a multiple choice test with ED quiz. Wow, bravo. Okay, Quyên Anh is the first student to post one here. Well, okay, my battery is running low. Okay, so yeah, keep working. I need to get the okay. Okay, very good. Well, Nice. Perfect. So you now know how to create multiple choice tests from ED quiz. Well, the next thing we learn is to create our own test questions. So I will try to go slowly, okay, and okay, you should try to follow on my screen. Now, if I go back to my ED quiz folder and open ED quiz teacher, and you see the test.xml file here. So how can we how can we put in our own multiple choice test? This is what we do. We edit the test.xml. So I right click, open with, and actually you can do it with any text editing tool. Yeah, but it's best to use WordPad. Okay. Now, so I opened it with WordPad, and now you start to see the XML file structure. You will see this concept again. Now, quiz time allows 1,800 means 1,800 seconds. That's why you see 30 minutes in a timer. We call this the XML attribute. Right. So we have learned one thing new, XML attribute. Okay. And okay, for all the data down here, we see okay, answer tag, question tag. Now we call this the XML tag. Now inside okay, the XML tag, we start to see this structure like items. Inside the item, we see the questions and the answers. Now, these are called the XML node. Now, inside the node, we can have parent node, sibling nodes, child node. Okay, so these are just some of the very basic terms that you might come up with when you read things about XMLs. They are used to describe the data file structure. And we will see these concepts again next time when we practice creating HTML pages, building websites. Okay. So if you do not understand the concept now, don't worry, okay, because I don't want you to become technicians. But it's good to know the concepts. So we see uh, this node and this node, they are sibling, okay, brother and sister, right? But this node is the choice of okay, items down here. And that's why if you open this with okay, Internet Explorer, okay, let me do this. It will become clear. Now, if I open this in Internet Explorer, I cannot change it, but I can see the structure. Okay, if I click here, you see the title and the items are in the quiz. And when I click on the quiz and see the test, click on the items, I see only all the children. Yeah. So now get back. I go back to the notepad page and let's just try to make some very small change first. Very small change. I want this test to be 10 minutes only. So I change 1,800 to 600 seconds. And then for the title of the test, I will change it to like ED quiz demonstration on the 6th of March 2020 for Tôn Đức Thắng University MA students. And then I click on save. Then we go out to the application folder. We have just modified the XML file with some data, and let's see how things go. Click, and now you see the title of each quiz is changed. And now the time, you see, the time now is 10 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Now, 3 minutes. I want you to train the time and train the titles of the ED quiz. Don't do anything else. Just try to do what I have shown you. When you are done, please type "I'm done" into the chat window so that I know you are ready. Done. Very good, Mỹ Thanh. Oh, very fast. Thank you. Now, let's make some bigger changes. This test now has 50 questions, and each question is in, you see here, in one item. You see, one test questions, two test questions. Let's say I want to have only 10 test questions. So what do? I just need to delete the order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now from here, I will select all of the rest. Scroll down to the bottom. And down to the bottom here. Remember, you must not delete the parent notes. Only the children notes here. If you delete items, if you delete the text, your data will be broken, and when you run the file, it will show error. Right? So let me say this again. Make sure you do not mess up with the data structure. Otherwise, the computer will say, "Oh, I can't understand the file." So I delete. Now my data file has only 10 questions, I think. I save. Click on save. and go back to my folder and run ED quiz again. Oh, you see, now we have 9 questions. That's okay. 9 or 10, it doesn't matter. Now, let's try to put in a question of our own. For example, for the first question, I want to put in a multiple choice like this, like what is the capital city of Vietnam? Now, if you go down to the answer, the first answer tag, you see, okay, it has a tag correct. Yes, that means that's the correct answer. So we should put Hanoi here in the first place, and then the other, what we call them, distractors. I found Huế and Saigon, for example. Now, ED quiz can support up to 5 choices. That means if you want to create one more choice, feel free to copy the answer tag here, make one more line, and yeah, just paste. Then you have a multiple choice question with 5 choices. Let me put compare, right? And you scroll down, you see all of the first choices are the correct one. This makes things easier for teacher when they prepare the test. First choice is always the correct answer because they will be, randomized anyway when ED quiz run. Now for the second question, let me try to create yes no questions like Tôn Đức Thắng University allow TESOL con class to be 100% online. So I want you to decide whether this is true or false. And this is true. Well, no other choices in this corona epidemic. Every universities are trying to do the same, right? And I put false in the incorrect answer. Right. Now let me try to create one more test items. What is the name of the platform Dr. Vu is using for this course? I hate the markers. Big blue buttons. Well, this is the platform that we build ourselves from open source codes. And then we have Zoom. And then we have Google Meet. And then we have, what else? On top. Yeah. Okay, so I have successfully created 3 questions in the data file. I click on save and go back to my ED quiz folder and run the applications. Now let's see how things go. You see the first questions, it is randomized in the choices. Happy to see it come first, sometimes come last. Second, not what we have created. Third questions, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, you see, the second question comes to number 7, and all the choices are randomized. Yeah, this will be choose, right? Yeah, so it's like that, everybody. That's how we create our own test questions. Now, I give you now 5 minutes to create an XML file with several questions of yourself, 3 or 5, and then share it back to this Padlet. Okay, let me erase it. Uh, okay, so the last activity we do is to go back to our course and click on this link, submit your ED quiz XML file. So I want you to create an XML file of your own and then click on hands-on one and then submit the file here. Okay, that's it, the last hands-on activity before we call it a day. And then we say goodbye. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm still waiting for your submissions. Okay, I have seen the first submissions. Let's see who that is. Hai Chiyo. Very good. Very fast. Okay, guys, if you need time to finish this hands-on activity, please keep going. It's time for us to say goodbye now. Okay, 8:30. Um, Tonight, I want you to go to the introduce yourselves in a new voice. Okay, and make a post introducing yourself, like a simple post-it. So, what time do we meet again tomorrow? Tomorrow morning? Oh, wait, I have already told you submit your work in the hands-on one here. Submit here, right? Wow, thank you. Okay, we have Miss Yang in the room too. Glad to see you in the room. Uh, I'm I'm recording the meeting, but I'm not sure that the recording is available tomorrow. So hopefully, it it will be available for you if you miss some of the parts of the um, session today. So homework. Okay, from now until tomorrow morning, I know it's a lot of hard work. You need to concentrate, but okay, if you work in intensive mode, there is no way you can do the other activity from now until the end of Sunday. Homework is the introduce yourself in a new voice. Right here, I want you to click on this forum and make a post, introduce yourself. I have already introduced myself today. You see me via webcam, you hear my voice, you hear my instructions, you know about me. I also need to know about you, okay? So make your introduction in introduce yourself in the new voice when this activity is finished. Sure, Miss Yang, I will post the video, but not in the well, if you want, I can post in the Google Classroom. But first, I will post the movie here in the course. Yeah, right here, so that okay, everybody can come and see. So tomorrow morning, I will come right into this course, just like you, okay, and click on this link, video conference room. When you click, it will take you to our video conferencing platform. Okay. What do we do tomorrow? Um, we will have a lectures on core, okay, the overview of core, and then hands-on activities, and then we will try to build okay some HTML pages. So always some lectures and hands-on activities. Do you have any questions or comments for our meeting today? Yeah, several people are typing. Also, if you have two laptops, try to set them up for tomorrow. Okay, it's much better to have one laptop for the video conferencing system and one laptop to yeah to practice to do the hands-on activities. It will be much easier. Yes, I agree with. So tomorrow, try to have one more computer. It can be a desktop or it can be a laptop, right? But at least you need to have two screens. One screen for the video conferencing and one screen for the hands-on. So if you have questions, you can ask tomorrow. It's getting late. I enjoy working with you a lot tonight, and just want to say good night, everybody. See you tomorrow at 7:20. For now, bye bye.